The Etika Group of companies is looking to make a splash in the local beverage and dairy scene, leaving behind its Permanis past. We speak to its president and CEO, Erwin Selvarajah, on how he intends to grow the company in an environment that is often unforgiving, especially the consumer market. Hi Erwin, good to see you and thank you for joining us in Talking Edge. We understand that Permanis has rebranded to Etika Group of companies. What has changed and what is the vision and strategy going forward?
I think our vision continues to remain the same, which is providing and enriching lives through our trusted products. The reason for the consolidation of our dairy business and our beverage business into one name, which is Etika and Etika Group of companies, is to identify with our mission of having trusted products. And the name Etika resembles trust or ethics, and we feel and our consumers feel through extensive research and conversations with them that is the name that will best represent us and our products, especially for now and our aspirations going forward as well.
Right. Now your business is more to consumer centric. How do you cope with changing consumer demands and shift towards healthier products, as they may say?
Sure. I mean, this is the beauty about the stable of beverages that we carry. We provide a product or a beverage for every consumer or consumption need. And we've got products that give you your daily nutrition, from juices in Tropicana to dairy products in Good Day Milk, as well as isotonic or sports drink when you're exercising or when you're sweating, like Gatorade or Revive, and also fun products like Pepsi or a Mountain Dew, which typically it's a treat. So we do provide products across all categories of beverages, and that allows us to meet all the consumption needs as well.
Now we understand that you have received exclusive right to market Pepsi in Singapore. How will that drive the business going forward?
Well, again, I mean, I think that's a recognition by PepsiCo. They've just given us the franchise for the Singapore market. We commenced there in November this year. So I think that obviously is going to be an integral part of our future growth strategy as well, because it's a completely new business for us. We don't operate in Singapore today. But at the same time, that again helps us increase our productivity and our efficiency, because it just brings more scale into our business as well.
Now, competition is inevitable. How do you stand out among the many products that are there in the market?
I think differentiation is key. From the taste profile, we need to work towards the development of the product, making sure that that's exactly what consumers want, and then being able to give it to them with great quality, but most importantly at an affordable price. And that's something that we've successfully been able to do with a lot of our beverages. And we've now also started to develop products specifically for the Malaysian market.
Are you seeing cannibalization of your own products by having some drinks in some segments? You have Pepsi, Mirinda and so on. Is this cannibalizing your products?
Not really. I mean, we are across all categories, and consumption pattern is such a wonderful thing, which is, you need different products for different occasions, and through that and through the right offerings to the customers in terms of taste and profiling, in terms of proposition, in terms of sizes of the products that come in, we are able to continue to sustain growth across all our beverage categories.
Right. As the president and CEO, of course, one of your tasks is to manage cost, and sugar, one of the raw materials, continues to be one of the commodity prices important to Etika. How are you managing the fluctuations in the sugar prices?
Well, I think we've got several approach towards this. And one thing that we consciously work on as an organization is to take the calories or the sugars out of the products. So one critical part of this is reducing the sugar within our products itself. But then we also have a lot of beverages that do not carry sugar at all, like our dairy products, like our Pepsi Light, for example, which has zero sugar content. And in order to manage costs, efficiencies are very important, and that's why as an integrated organization now, both dairy and beverages, we actually have a lot more efficiencies and a lot more productivity that we can tap from our shareholder in Japan, as well as our significant partner, which is PepsiCo, with their knowledge and R&D capabilities in order to become more efficient and use less sugar as well. But you know, the price of commodity is always going to be a challenge in any industry or any business as well.
Right. Okay. Now the government has introduced minimum wage policy since 2013. Is that affecting any of your operations or your cost of doing business?
Well, I think it is important for people to be paid right.
Right.
So I think that's something that I believe, you know, a decent day's work deserves a decent wage. That aside, you know, through our efficiencies, we are able to manage and cope with all cost increases, including wage increases as well.
Right. Now, Permanis and subsequently Etika has been going through various corporate proposals in the past. Now, do you foresee a merger and acquisition opportunity at least until 2020, or would you plan to grow the company organically?
Sure. I think in the Malaysian context, as I said, we're across all beverage categories. So the need for an acquisition would probably be lesser. We would probably focus a lot more on growing the products that we already have in the Malaysian market. Asahi, which is our parent company, obviously is always in the lookout. They are looking for opportunities for M&A. So in the region, across the world, there might be obviously other potentials and opportunities as well.
Right. Okay. Now, you are also in a capital-intensive business, having manufacturing arms and so on. Do you foresee needs to tap into capital market in the future, say to raise funds, for instance?
Not at the moment. We are quite self-sufficient at the moment. Obviously, from our parent company, they also have the balance sheet, so to speak, in order to be able to support us if the need requires. So at the moment, we're not looking into the capital markets.
Right. My last question. What is next for Etika Group of companies?
We believe there's huge opportunities within the Malaysian consumption market. So we need to continue to build on what we need to do in Malaysia. As I mentioned, we've got 2 dairy plants in Indonesia and in Vietnam, a fairly growing export business as well. So there's various elements and various buckets that we need to work towards. We've just been given the PepsiCo franchise for Singapore, as you said. So you know, there's plenty on the plate. I think it's just about making all this flourish and become fruitful as well.
As Etika turns to a new page in its corporate diary, Erwin has a big task to grow the company in a changing global environment as well as shifting consumer demand.